It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
G'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon, the 14th of June, 2023. You're listening to the Big Show, Hawdy J, Minogue, and Spare Keezy, you mad bastards. Mogey, how's life, mate?
Yeah, going pretty good, man. I had a bit of a nap today, which was a mistake. I was feeling good about the world, good about life.
Yeah.
All day long, had a nap for about 40 minutes, and now I cannot be bothered.
Yeah, it's
absolutely buggered the whole thing up. I want to be on fire for the big show,
yeah,
man.
I know, mate.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
I just can't do the nana nap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it just ruins me for the rest of the day.
Sure.
And then I find, coincidentally, it ruins me for my night nap.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I just can't do it. But,
yeah.
Spare Keezy, how's life?
Yeah,
Pugs?
I'm feeling good, man.
Are
I'm
you?
excited. Yeah, totally. Always happy to be here on the big show.
Yeah,
with you guys.
I tell you what, it's a hell of a show we've got in front of us too. Even though Mogey's feeling a bit fatigued after his nana nap, I can promise you this is going to be radio award type show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, totally.
You must have something good planned.
Oh, mate, it is going to be pouring.
Is it?
I promise you.
Okay, good.
Hey, but as always, at this time of the day, let's just kick straight into it. Text us. Where are you listening to the show? What are you wearing? And let's kick off with a bit of Pearl Jam to wake everyone up.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Pearl Jam there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 6 minutes past 4 o'clock. What are they saying on the text machine? Speak easy.
About to go and dip the bullos into freezing Lake Wanaka, wearing my mate Harry's mum's G-banger and a Warriors jersey.
Funnily enough, I went for an ocean swim this morning.
Oh,
Mogey.
did you?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Well,
how'd
he's
it go?
talking about a lake.
As I've stated earlier, I've got back into my fishing, and I was there this morning. I just thought, I'm just going to go across the channel here, across the Manukau
Yeah,
heads.
cool.
Bloody wakes you up,
How long
mate.
did it take you?
Oh, across the channel and back, it was about 45.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, because I've got the weights on too. I've got,
Yeah.
so I don't get flushed out to sea. But, geez, I feel good. Unlike you, who's had a nana nap and now feels
no
terrible.
good.
How many Ks is that? I'm not from here
Oh, it's
originally.
about 15k across and 15k back.
15K.
45
Well,
minutes.
weirdly, it's not, man. That's what I thought. But it's actually 15K there and 25K back.
Well, yeah, because you're going against the current.
That's weird, man.
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Listen, I think the people out there are having a nana nap because I'm looking at the text on 3483 and Pugs is taking this personally. Not many texts coming in,
Nah.
Mogey. So maybe all the listeners out there are having a nana nap at the moment.
I do have one more. Wow, it's a
Mad.
rough one. Two mad bastards in the drive back up from the capital after a turf grass conference, wearing nothing but a pair of backbone t-shirts and stubbies. Where's that lazy bastard Keezy?
Oh,
He's in Fiji, isn't
yeah,
he?
He's in Fiji.
Yeah, and detox. They're trying to sweat it out of him and thought Fiji would be the go. But I don't know, man, because he's probably hanging off the end of a bar somewhere.
Oh, I imagine so.
You know?
As I say, he got in contact with me the last couple of days via Messenger.
Yes.
Sounds just off his head.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? He said he's really hitting the pina coladas hard.
Oh, yeah.
So the detox isn't going very well, but he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
And then you won't be Spare Keezy anymore, will you, Pugs?
No.
You'll be Lost Keezy.
I'll be kept in the cupboard.
Hey,
Keezy.
listen, guys. I don't like to be negative on the show, but something has got deep inside my goat.
Yeah.
Deep inside my goat. Teachers on strike again today. Twice this week, Mogey. Then you chuck in teachers only days, right? Teacher half days. Then all the strike days. Do these people ever bloody work anymore? I mean, what they're basically doing is forcing me to take responsibility for my daughter. And it's not my job to look after my daughter during a school day. That's their job, Mogey.
No, you're 100%
and
right.
It's an absolute disgrace. And I'm thinking to myself, we were talking about that OECD study last week on professions. I'd be curious to know how many actual what the percentages are for how much teachers work.
Yeah, beauty, mate. Well, we'll bring it up, eh? I have a gaze. I've got it at my fingertips here. But it's got to be above farmers, who are at 11%.
11%
A little bit
day.
below radio DJs are at 99% and cafe workers 87%.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, I feel your pain, man, because the beauty about having teachers is they're sort of there as a backstop after you realise that you should never have had kids in the first place.
Totally, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, shit, shouldn't have done that. Oh, well, school.
Exactly.
You guys have got to get an education. That's why parents say that education's so important, so you don't have to hang out with your kids.
That's right. And, even when they're a bit sickly, it's like, I can't be asked looking after you all
pack
day.
'em off.
Put them in the sick bay and I'll get them
Oh,
after
no,
work.
well, that's
You
the
know what
game.
I mean?
If I can get my kids through the front door of the school and back out to my car and drive off before they've noticed that she's pouring snot, then that's just tough shit.
Yeah, totally, mate. That's my attitude as well. So I'm a bit filthy about it. I see in the study, actually, in the OEC study, teachers work 8% of the time.
Is that right?
Then when you factor in their holidays, it's actually negative percentage.
Negative what percentage?
Well, they basically, when you factor in the holidays, they don't work at all. Now, I've got nothing against teachers. I used to be a teacher myself for a little while there.
Did you?
But come on, because you were going off your head about those stats,
Me?
Pugs,
Yeah.
just off air there. So text us 3483 if you're a teacher and you want to defend yourself, or you agree.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Weezer there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. If you missed the last voice break, by the way, it was just Spear Kesey going off his head about lazy-ass teachers. They're on strike for the second time this week. There's teachers half day, teacher only day. It's like they never teach at all. In fact, I expect more texts on 3483 because, let's face it, the teachers aren't even at work at the moment. They're lying on their asses on the couch drinking some wines, probably.
Sounds
while
like I
my
was
kid
really
sits
going
at home,
off.
unsupervised, unwell.
We do have a few good texts, though. On
Yeah, no,
3483.
hit me, Spear Kesey.
Careful. As a teacher, I agree. Just a babysitter, really. We're in it for the money, baby. That's on 343.
Yeah, fair
They're
enough.
on good coin.
Oh, yeah, they're
When you compare it to
amazing.
the hours worked, man. So you might say, well, that's not a lot of money for a year's worth of work. But when you look at how much work is done in the year, that's good coin. So we've
Massively
got
good
that
coin.
OECD study that shows that they're actually working 8% of the time.
Yes.
And then when you take into account the teachers only day, the half days, the holidays, the public holidays, it's negative.
Yes, strike days.
They've actually got extra time on their hands as a result of being teachers.
Yeah, I mean, the sheer audacity.
That's a good word.
You know what I mean? My teacher taught me that.
Yeah.
The sheer audacity of teachers to go on strike about money is just mind-blowing.
Real good text there on
Oh,
343.
he's a good one, actually. Can I just have a go?
You take it
if
away.
you think we have it so easy, why don't you become a teacher?
I was for a while.
And enjoy our underworked and overpaid lifestyle. Or you could change the tune and stop kicking us while we are down. You listening to this, Spear Kesey?
Me?
You talk about how you like to fob your kids off to us because raising your kids is hard work. Why not have a go at the government who are serving us turd after glittered turd? Have you thought about that?
Well
Pugs.
said.
Oh,
You know
you're
what I'm
backtracking
saying?
now.
you know me.
You're backtracking now,
Go
aren't you,
back on it
Spear
now when you
Kesey?
go. You've just been
Unbelievable.
going
off your
Stand
head.
your ground, man.
Fobbing
Be
my-
a man of your beliefs and
Yeah.
please
Fobbing my
stick up for
clothes
it.
off. All
As soon
those
as
kids
somebody
I've
has a
got.
go at you, you start backing up, man.
Someone said, FYI, we've been on strike every day this week.
Oh.
Yeah, just on that front, mate, I wanted to go fishing today, Mogey.
Yeah.
I had stuff on. I was going to meet a mate at a cafe for, a little lunch. But old Hoity J can't do any of those things because those selfish teachers out there are not going to work, and I am left with the responsibility
That's
of
not
looking
on,
after
is
my
it?
child.
I'm fuming.
And she's snotty and gross. I don't want to be near her.
Yeah, that's teachers' work.
Exactly.
This one here, 3483. I'm a teacher. I work 3 hours a day max, 0 hours in the holidays. More strikes, I say.
Yeah, keep those texts coming on 3483.
Oh, this is a shocker here that you've texted in here, Spear Kesey.
Wait, which one?
This is a shocker, man.
which one did I
Have a
text
go
in?
at this one, Jase.
Okay,
Listen to
here
what
we
old
go.
Spear Kesey's texted in.
Oh.
Teachers are lazy, woke effers.
That doesn't look like my...
Spear Kesey.
I don't-
You are
I mean, I'm
a
riled up,
man. When
shocker,
would I-
man. Unbelievable.
That is massively
I'm
disrespectful,
not
mate.
having that, man.
I mean,
Do you want me to apologise now?
Oh,
or
just read it out again. What does it say?
the text that I wrote?
Yeah.
The text here that I'm reading on the text machine says, teachers are lazy, woke effers.
Yeah, that's the one.
Spear Kesey.
I don't remember...
Hey, listen, if any of you have issue with Spear Kesey, saying that, this is an open forum.
Yeah.
Just
Give
bloody-
him a
just-
text and give him a kicking.
Yeah, because I'm not having that sort of crap
Oh.
on my... Won't have that sort of carry on Spear Kesey.
Teachers are the backbone of this country.
Totally they are.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Talking heads there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. And boy, oh boy, we're talking teachers, and old Spare Keezy has really kicked the hornet's nest here. The texts are absolutely flying in on 3483.
People are fuming, man.
They are fuming, and rightly so.
Rightly so.
Rightly so,
man. And the thing that gets me, I guess, about it, and just to sort of bring everybody up to speed, we're just sort of talking about teachers and they're striking at the moment, trying to get better pay conditions. Some would say that they are horrendously underpaid, poorly treated. Their work conditions are horrendous. They're having to bring things in homes from home and pay out of pocket to actually help educate these kids.
Yeah.
And then other people are sort of saying, well, you signed up for it. And that's sort of Spare Keezy's point of view over here.
Well,
Spare Keezy hasn't even got any kids there.
Yeah, that's what I find ironic about it. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. So the fact that he's sticking his oar in.
Yeah, and he's so passionate about it too. You know what I mean? I mean, I've known you a short time. I've never seen you so fired up.
So
there,
red in the
Spare
cheeks,
Keezy.
man. Just hating on
Yeah,
teachers.
I'm going rid of the
Teachers are
cheeks, but it's not
educators,
the
man.
teachers.
Right. Because I'll tell you from my point of view, I agree with everything they're going for. Bloody kia kaha to them, I say. Go hard.
Got a text here. Listen here, Spare Keezy. I've just got home from work and I'm about to sit down and do about 4 hours of report writing like an absolute backbone.
Yeah, that's right.
That's totally right, mate.
But will you hear me banging on about it? No. I just shut up and get on with it.
Yeah,
and that's
totally.
been directed to me.
Well, this guy here's just shutting up and getting on as well. This one here says, F you sees. I just came home from working a day's teaching. I'm a student, so I don't get paid. I thought you guys were better than that. Stop this chat. It's not on.
Yeah, Spare Keezy.
What?
Did you?
You know what I mean?
reading that?
It's just...
I mean, because I've always found you a very mild-mannered guy, but you
And
just
of all the
honed it.
people to hate, I mean, I'd hate to hear your opinion on nurses,
Oh,
man.
God, don't-
How do you
don't-
feel about nuns?
don't even-
How do you feel about nuns,
As
man?
long as we had... I wish we had a spare Keezy so that he could pull the audio from the last 3 breaks.
Right. Yeah. It's been pretty... Well, I don't know that you...
pretty
just so
full
we can
on,
read
man.
it.
I don't think
know.
you want to
I'm in
repeat
here.
it.
I don't know if you want a highlights
Yeah.
package of what it is that you've been saying, but
Totally.
yeah, I mean, according to this study, man, teachers have never been to work.
Well, that's right. They work 8% of the time, the OEC
They've never,
study.
ever gone to
8%
work.
Never
of the
been.
time, but then when they're factoring in the holidays, it's actually negative.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Elizabeth and Jase, you and I were sort of touching on this earlier on, the fact that you have your kids, and then after you've had your kids, you think, oh, shit, why did I do that? Because you think you want them until you have them, you know?
Yes, yeah.
And so then you think, oh, it's all good. I'll send them off to school.
Aye.
And then, of course, for a teacher then has to have 30 of those kids that 30 lots of parents don't want.
Yeah, snotty,
all in their
pilly.
class every single day
Yes.
for an entire year.
Yeah.
So from that point of view, I can sort of see why they wouldn't mind a few days off. And actually, how much do you pay somebody to do a job that parents don't want to do?
Yeah.
And it's their kids.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I've seen other people's kids. I don't like them.
Oh, look, I haven't met a kid I like yet.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
What about
And
one
you've
of
got
your
4?
You know, as I say, fortunately they don't listen to the show, but yeah, I just can't believe that you hoed in like that, Pugs. It's really sort of taken me off.
Yeah.
Knocked me off
It's
kilter a
sickening,
bit.
to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does. Yeah, I don't know.
And mate,
It leaves me with it.
I trained to be a teacher, and mate, I know what hard.
That's right, you
yakka it is.
did. And you couldn't hack it, could you?
Oh no, I mean,
Useless.
I don't like kids. You know what I mean? So teaching was never going to work for me. They're snotty. They're full of diseases. They never shut up.
Yeah.
They just, it's just a nightmare.
They're all thick. That's the thing, man. What a lot of people don't realise is kids don't know anything,
That's right.
and you've got to teach them stuff.
They come into the school as young kids, and they're dir brains.
You were saying this off air.
Hang on.
This is what you were
Hang on.
saying off air, Spare Keezy. The trouble with kids is they think they know everything, and
Yes.
you've got to not only prove to them that they don't, you also actually have to make it so that they do. It's a hard job, and you were saying that they're that thick.
Sorry, who was kids?
Kids are that thick that they're impossible to deal with, and the only thing worse than having to deal with kids is being a teacher.
It's
Unbelievable.
Spare
Okay,
Keezy.
hang on.
Unreal,
hang on.
man.
I think we
don't
need
recall
to.
saying.
I think we
said
need to go
nothing.
to a break
But
because
I just
this
want
is
to
getting too
restate
heated.
the Big Show's position here.
Yes.
Teachers,
Backbones! Come on, Spare Keys.
I didn't even do. That was very
Okay,
late.
it's not like that.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Nirvana Unplugged there. Good stuff. Hey, we were just...
Sorry, I've just got this text through on 3483.
Yeah, man.
It's to Spare Keezy here. It says, you're a big talker behind the mic there, Spare Keezy.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Teachers have to work with 30 idiots who talk nonsense all shift. You only have to do it with 2.
Okay, you know what? I'll agree with the end of that one.
Now, listen, we were just talking about what backbone teachers were, and funnily enough, we're running a competition at the moment, the 10K Backbone Shout, thanks to
Yeah.
Super Liquor Fellas.
Hell yeah.
We're getting people from all over the country, whatever trade, whatever your job, making little backbone videos.
That's
for
right.
us. All you have to do at your place of work, shout backbone into your phone, send it off to us, or tag us in it, and you could win $10,000 cash.
Well, it's a perfect opportunity for the teachers to get on board with us at the moment because they're sitting around doing jack.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So they'll be able to get their phones out while they're on strike
Wow,
there, get a
yeah,
few of
yeah.
you, and then
Yeah.
backbone it up, man.
Well, that's
And-
what,
'cause
that's
look,
what
they
Spare
want-
Keezy was
that's not-
saying.
Well, they want
They
more
just-
money, right? They
Yes.
want more money
Well, hello.
to douche.
Yeah, totally.
There you go.
That'd be pretty good. Yeah,
10
and
grand.
that's a trade. Any trade can enter, so absolutely.
I would love a tsunami of backbone videos from teachers. That would really make my
Yeah.
day. But you're right, they've got time on their hands at the moment.
They do.
So
Well-
that'd be a good thing. You were saying, Pugs.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
saying
not-
a lot today.
If they're busy,
honestly
if they're
don't know how
busy
I'm
today,
saying
they've
so
probably got a
much.
holiday coming up next week, you were saying off here.
Was I also saying that?
Oh, man, that was shocking.
It
Oh,
was
holy!
just-
But how about this competition?
Mogey and I are big backers of
10
bloody
grand.
teachers, mate. They need our
Backbone.
support.
Backbone shout videos.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, you got to send them in. It's a
How
great
many-
competition.
How many have we got at the moment? Thousands?
At least 700,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was checking
okay.
earlier
And I
today
mean,
on the Instagram.
like we've discussed before, Mogey, I can't understand why you wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? How it's
Well, it's money for jam, man.
Well, totally.
and I think you have to be in to win. Actually, write that down, Spare Keezy. You've
What
got
was
to be
it?
in to win because, why wouldn't you have a crack? You've got no chance if you don't enter.
totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly,
Righto.
mate. Exactly. Get involved, New Zealand. All right. Oh, jeez, this is a tune.
Oh,
Undo the belt buckle.
8 minutes 48.13 of gold.
Totally, mate. Have a beersy, maybe some crackers and cheese, maybe some chips and dip, maybe some cheese balls.
Start planning your backbone shout video that you're going to send into @Hodaki Big Show.
Totally, man.
Thanks to Super Liquor.
Super lekker.
Good stuff, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yeah, that's the end of the 4 to 5 hour. I remember saying to Lynyrd, that song, Freebird, initially, Mogey, you won't know this, or maybe you will, was 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
And I said, mate, it's a great tune, but just settle the hell down.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to get on commercial radio. So we got it down to the 8:48.
Yeah,
See,
13.13 at the end there.
0.13,
And initially, of course, it was called Dead Bird,
Yes. Yeah.
which didn't really have the same sort of a ring to it.
No. And there was rap in it as well.
Oh, yeah,
One
that's
point,
right.
which I said,
Oh,
look,
really?
Yeah, he did a bit of rapping in the middle of the tune, and I was like, just maybe cut that out, Lynyrd, because
I don't think it would fit.
no, that's
Sonically.
exactly right.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. He's such a tricky character, though, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
He only had one leg.
Lynyrd Skynyrd only had one leg.
Well, he only stood on one leg.
Yeah.
What
when
did he
was
do with
playing
the
his
other one?
flute.
Just
what was that?
hanging in the air. What did he do with the
Well,
other
what do you
leg?
do when you're standing on one leg? Still there, isn't it?
I mean, the other
Usually,
leg.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like that, but with a flute.
Was there a reason? Balance.
Yeah,
Imbalance.
it's just how he played his flute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was just that kind
He
of
was
guy.
off his head.
Okay.
Yeah.
His acid. It was probably the acid.
I didn't want to say that, but he was
yeah.
off his head. Massively tripping off his
Yeah.
nuts. Hey, now listen, exciting news, by the way. After 5 o'clock, we've got New Zealand's top comedian, Mogey, Brendan Lovegrove, will be having a
Oh,
chat
he's
with
number
him.
one now, is he?
Yeah, he's number one, and I've just got to say, just go easy. He's a bit fragile and sensitive
Hungover
at the
again.
moment. Yeah, massively hungover. I think he's hit the bottle pretty hard again. He's not getting much work, so he's just asking if he can be part of the show. And so let's just humour him. You know what I mean? And don't get too personal. He gets very sensitive about that.
I'm excited. I haven't chatted to him before.
Also, of course, coming up after 5 o'clock, we've got a relationship chat, Mogey.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great. And funny enough, I mentioned this in the outro today. I had a really good relationship chat with my wife last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we just sat down on the couch and just talked through some stuff. And, it was...
You calling it?
Pardon?
You calling it?
Yeah, well, that's certainly on the tables.
Yeah.
I mean, it was actually... we were fine before we started.
Had a good run.
But by the time we got to the end of the conversation, it was like, oh, dear.
Yeah.
Maybe we do call it.
We're done here.
But then you get into the whole asset scenario.
It's too hard. You just decided to do that new wardrobe. Seems a waste. Who gets the wardrobe?
Yeah, it does actually seem a waste now that I don't even think about
so we're
that.
staying together for the wardrobe.
Well, yeah, actually, we've never had a proper wardrobe, so I think
that might change things, man.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Since she bought all your shirts and that, does she get to take those? You remember how yesterday you were saying... or do you keep the
prenup's pretty
tight.
pretty tight,
right, so that just comes into effect.
I basically get 85% of the equity and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite sad in the end.
No.
But what I'm saying is if people out there are struggling, Mogey and I know what we're talking about. We know what it's like to be on the ropes. We know what it's like to be on the rocks. So text us 3483, and every text that comes in goes in the draw for a BK voucher. Specifically what, Speakeasy?
Today's one's a Big King XL vouchers. That's like the biggest burger I've ever had from BK. We tried them. You had 4 of them. They were bloody nice.
Yeah, delicious.
They were bloody nice, big juicy buggers. So looking forward to it.
So relationship chat after 5. Stay tuned.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
You're welcome back, you mad bastards. Hope your Wednesday afternoon's going along okay. Just before we get into relationship advice in the next couple of voice breaks there, Mogey, how's your relationship going?
Going great, guns.
You're happy? You're in a good place?
Yeah, really good.
So everything's just running tickety-boo. How about you, Speakeasy? How's your relationship going?
Also great, guns. I'm having a great time. We just moved into a new flat. We got a little cat there. It's all going.
Got a cat?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
You're saying off here that you feed it the special food in the little cans. Gourmet.
Oh,
it's not necessarily gourmet. It's just
it says it's written on it.
It's just the portion size that is slightly smaller than a giant tin that Hoity J gets in bulk wholesale.
I don't get a giant tin of cat food.
Do you get that from Farrow's as well, like your meat?
It is your standard sized cat tin. I don't
but the way that you held your hands was like it was the biggest can of tin food cat food in the world.
Because they're quite tall, the cat food cans. They're quite tall. They're not your standard can, like your baked beans, for example.
So can you just give me that measurement again?
Look, there you go.
Can you give us a milliliter?
Right. I don't do that.
There's no way that's how big a cat is.
Fancy sort of carry on.
Yeah, exactly.
But listen, keep those texts coming because they are flying in on 3483 and we'll get into a bit of relationship chat next.
Thank you.
In the meantime, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
I love you so much.
We need to talk.
I'm going out with the boys. Hey, babe, have we got anything on this weekend?
Relationship advice with Jase and Mike. I was just thinking, actually, Mogey, what an amazing resource we are for people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people often don't have the time to sort of go to counsellors or do all that sort of jazz, and they've got Hoity J and Mogey.
Well, oftentimes they don't think they've got a problem.
That's right.
But they do.
Yeah, a massive problem. All right, fellas, let's get into it. What are we looking at here?
What's the easiest way to pick up women and or men? That's from Jack on Instagram.
It's a shame that Keezy's not here for this.
Yeah.
He's not really a pick-up artist, is he?
Well, no, he just gets on the beersies and
gets down to the old creeping on the old broth.
Yeah.
Yikes.
There is no easy way. What I do is I go down to the supermarket and I grab a bunch of bananas. Yeah, and then I take one off.
Oh.
And I stick it down my pants.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Which way do you have it swinging?
Oh, concave towards like a rhinoceros's horn.
Horn, okay,
Yeah.
And
Upwards to the sky.
And you just wander around the supermarket like that.
Up and down. And I've never had anybody approach me once.
Sure.
Except for security.
Yeah. Well, back in the day for me, what always worked was to be the shoulder to cry on.
Oh, yeah,
You
but
know
that
what I
didn't
mean?
work for you, though.
No, it didn't. But I didn't
could have.
I didn't really have much options.
No.
I'd go in for the pash sometimes, but,
Oh, is there anything worse? You were telling me about that time you went in for the pash and she put her hand right across your gaping gob there and just shoved you back.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, yeah, all goods.
Yeah,
All
totally.
goods didn't even want to anyways.
Yeah.
Remember that time that you went to hug your wife and she high-fived you?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Nice.
But back in the day, boy, oh boy. Actually, everyone I pretty much asked out said no.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That's when
sorry
you
to
just
hear
get
that.
into. That's when you just what you want to do is get into a group of friends. Not get into them, but have a group of friends and then just sort of
When they break up with
break
their...
up.
Yeah, then you
just-
sort of jump in
a
there.
Right,
really
swoop into the-
incestuous kind of.
Yeah.
Be the
Sort of-
rebound sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I was
Right,
great
okay.
for the rebound.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another text here. Hey, fellas, what's the best way to steal your mate's beers without him noticing? Slightly different kind of relationship there. But
Well, you do that at a party, don't you? Just
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. But that's a classic, taking the stink beers and having the good beers.
Yeah. I would always take, like a third of a bottle of wine. You know what I mean? And what you do is you just chuck it in the bucket there, and then because there's always heaps in the bucket, and you just keep going back and back and back, pretending like it's yours.
You were like Jesus, really, weren't you? It was
Yeah.
the multitudes. You turned the wine for one person for one
Indeed,
drink
indeed.
into
Yeah.
how much loving is too much? Or is there such a thing? That's from Sean.
Have you ever had too much loving, man? Fair suck of the salve, though.
Yes.
You
Yes,
have had too much loving.
With one of my ex-partners, certainly, yes.
Did
Can
you
you
have to take a
elaborate?
break?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And I was literally broken.
Yeah, doctor's advice was you get your bench like Keezy at the basketball.
Well, and that's a true story. I was literally broken.
Snapped it, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
In half?
I mean, I don't think you can snap it.
Oh,
but
you'd
it
be
was,
surprised.
But it was...
Mine had a compound fracture once.
did it?
Yeah.
Is that why you use
Bone
the
was
banana
jutting
now?
out that bastard
Did it have
there.
a cast on it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Was that like the banana down your pants in the supermarket then?
It was firmer.
Did you get people to sign your cast?
Oh, yeah. They're funny, actually, yeah. Yeah, I did actually, yeah. God, you get some bloody good stuff on there. Bloody
I
great big mural on the bastard there was, yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. I tell you what, we'll go to a tune, a bit of Living Colour, and we'll get back to relationship advice next.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
I love you so much.
We need to talk.
I'm going out with the boys. Hey, babe, have we got anything on this weekend?
Relationship advice with Jase and Mike. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. I was just thinking about those times actually when I was doing a lot of love making.
Been a while.
Yeah. No, that's okay. You know what I mean?
Ebbs and flows, brother.
Yeah, totally, mate. It's
Like the great tides.
yeah.
Flows
Quality-
out to
quality,
the horizon.
Not quantity. Quality, not quantity. All right?
Nice.
Flows out to the horizon, flows in to the shore. Dadoosh.
Nice stuff, mate.
Dadoosh.
Hey, boys. My missus is heavily pregnant.
Ah, missus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Carry on.
All right.
Sorry.
I don't feel good about this
No.
one
Oh,
already.
No,
really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Matt wrote this
Oh, man.
on Instagram. My partner is heavily pregnant, is really struggling and in quite a bit of pain, and really goes on about it. How can I make this more about myself? Because clearly I need some recognition.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, the old pregnancy, isn't it?
It is.
I tell you what pregnant women really love is people coming up to them and just like touching the baby and stuff. I've found they really love that.
Yeah, it's like bald guys. They love being patted on the head.
Patted on the head, yeah. Exactly that sort of thing. But in fairness to him, it is really difficult. You do feel very excluded as the male in this, not necessarily the male, but the non-pregnant party.
Yes, sure.
You certainly get a back seat.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's attention is always on the pregnant party.
Yeah. They bang on about it.
And the swollen ankles, the aches, the pains, all that sort of jazz.
Carrying a child.
God.
Yeah. For 9 months
that's
straight.
often thrown in your face too.
Oh, yeah.
It's your child I'm carrying.
Well, says you.
Yeah, that sounded close to home.
How was your pregnancy? Because they say...
I went by... Honestly, it was a dream.
Yeah.
I barely even noticed it, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
I had actually the missus there, wife, as I call her. We had her doing renovations up until pretty much the last day there.
Right, because they say that's good for the baby.
It's good It's good to stay busy.
Yes.
And we'd knocked out a chimney, so I had a hell of a lot of bricks to get up from down. Sort of down a couple of hundy steps there and get up to the skip that we had at the top. But it's good exercise, man.
Totally it is. And I tell you what else is really good exercise is cleaning the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Getting on floors and scrubbing, because that's really good for,
This is it.
Our floors have never been cleaner, I
The
tell you
pelvic
what.
floor, exactly. It does all that work. And so it was very much a case of, I was like Mr. Miyagi, teaching Daniel-san wax on, wax off, all these sorts of things that she thought was totally unrelated to childbirth, but then came in very handy once got into the birthing suite there. Yeah, so carrying bricks and scrubbing the floor
pile of bricks.
Making dinners.
I actually remember when my wife was in the process of giving birth. Right in the middle of it, and I was like, "You're thanking me now, Yeah, because look, you're going great guns, and that's all thanks to that floor stuff I showed you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But you were at the Auckland Blues though, weren't you? You went to a rugby game.
Oh, that was the second kid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, once you've seen one, you've seen them all, haven't you?
Yeah, it's
you know
true.
what I mean?
But still, though, that was a pre-season.
Oh yeah, no, it was a training session.
You don't want to take care of you. I mean, I can't. Obviously, let me preface this by saying I don't have children.
No, that's right. So I mean, what you've got to say is worth nothing.
Kind of pointless there.
Okay, cool.
Speak easy.
Do you want another text?
Yeah,
then?
well, away you go.
My wife stacks the dishwasher horribly. How do I talk to her about this without causing an argument?
Oh, good. It's a lost cause, brother.
Because you were saying off air just before, Mogey, that your wife did an absolute atrocity.
She
on the
did.
dishwasher.
That's right.
She put the plate in sideways.
I opened up the dishwasher the other day, and the dish was at completely the wrong angle. So you open it up, and the dishes are all stacked. The plates are all stacked a certain way. In my case, they're stacked from back to front. A lot of them are left to right.
Yes.
But back to front. And she just chucked one on the left-hand side there.
Yeah.
It just... Nothing holding it there. I said, what is the go here? Oh, I was just putting it there for now. I would have moved it later. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're getting divorced now.
My issue is overstacking.
Yeah.
It's like just stuff on top of stuff.
Oh,
and how do you expect that to be clean?
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's not going to work, Pugs. And the other day, she put 2 cast iron frying pans in there that still had fried eggs stuck to them.
Even I know you don't put
You
the
stick
cast
them in
iron
you stick them in
dishwasher.
and all it does is cook the bloody eggs harder to it. You're wasting your time. You wasted my time.
Yes. My daughter the other day, and I've said this before, she does it all the time, has Milky Milos that just...
Leave them in her room!
Just leaves them in her room for bloody days and then just shoves it straight in the dishwasher. It's not going to get clean like that! So I adopted her.
Out.
Exactly.
See if Madonna puts up with that bullshit.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Queens of the Stone Age there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is exactly 5:30. Now, tomorrow, big day for us fellas. Fieldays. Where the boys are going to be down there. The Big Show team.
Yep.
There's nothing I love more than getting back to the land, Mogey.
Oh, absolutely,
Talking
man.
to the backbones in this country, and getting to see all the new equipment and all that sort of jazz. It's one of my favourite days of the year, I'll be honest with you.
It's it's like people like music, man. They like going to Coachella.
Sure.
Glastonbury.
Oh, yeah,
But for
nice.
me, it will always be Fieldays.
Totally, mate.
My kind of people, getting to sort of lean on a fence there and smoke a dart, talk about farming
Yeah.
and how much, the weather sucks and how hard it is.
Yeah, totally.
But, you get your machines to do it all and that. But it'll be interesting to take that data that we had
Yes.
that says that farmers do an hour's work a day and see what they reckon about that.
11% of the time, yeah. We've had a few messages just with that in mind, actually. So a few farmers.
So a lot
might
of
have
people
bit of a
saying
word.
they're looking forward to seeing us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good.
they're looking forward to seeing you around the back of the milking sheds, bastards.
Yeah.
Classic.
Farmer chat.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit
So I get
concerned
around there for
about
a yarn.
you, Pugs. You're a bit of a city slicker. There's a real way of being when you're around farming folk, mate. And I just worry that you might humiliate the show a little bit.
Well, I was going to ask you guys for advice, to be honest, because I sadly missed out the last time we went to Field Days, and obviously I'm coming along tomorrow. First time
You said you
at Field
bought some
Days.
new gumboots.
Yeah,
which
I just
you-
went
you
to
know,
the warehouse there, and
That's the go,
got some
man.
of
And I
those.
think what a lot of people sort of bugger up is I think there's a bunch of dirty old farmy bastards there that are all wearing their shorts and their their singlets and their flannels and that. You're dressed up to the nines, man. It's a real event.
Really?
Totally.
It's
Yeah.
it's shirt and tie, jacket, sort of an affair there. So
Okay.
make sure you get that.
Yeah,
You want to be dressed up in your fineries, man.
Totally.
I got a suit. I could
Yep.
Oh, look,
get
if you
that
got a
out.
suit,
I've
that'd
got
be-
one. I could.
That'd
if
be
you think it would be
really-
appropriate.
it would be
Well, look,
appropriate,
it'll be
mate.
disrespectful if you
Yeah,
didn't wear a
I don't
suit.
want to underdress.
I was just
you know?
about to say the exact thing, actually, is that
Okay,
if you
right.
turned up in just your duds and stuff, it is a big farming event, mate. And if you were to turn up in, what you classify as farming gear, well, it'd just be humiliating for everyone.
So
Yeah.
you guys will be in suits too with
Oh,
me?
yeah.
Or?
Yeah, totally.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
Top hat? Have you got a top hat?
I could probably find a top hat
Yeah,
somewhere.
man.
Yeah,
You need a
Is your
definitely.
suit
Maybe
a
tonight, late
three-piece?
night.
Is it a three-piece? Like Mogey was wearing the other day?
No, it's the jacket.
Oh,
and the
you might
pants
need
matching.
to
Do I
maybe
need a
get
waistcoat?
Get a waistcoat.
Oh,
That'd be good.
Okay.
It's a shame you've left it so late, really.
Have you got a bow tie?
I do have a bow tie. I could
okay.
Do
probably
you?
source a
Yeah,
bow
Don't
tie.
wear that, man. They'll smack you over
Yeah,
for a bow tie.
they will just-
They
I thought it was
hate a
just
bow
douche.
tie.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
a red rag to a bull.
It is.
A bow tie to a farmer. I don't know
Okay.
what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
There's something in the history there. They don't like it.
Hey, just on that, by the way, we are going to the Field Days tomorrow, so do come if you see us and say g'day. We're also going to be doing, after we've been to Field Days, the show live from
Good George
Good
Dining
George
Hall.
Yes.
in Frankton, which is going to be great. So you and your mates, come
Yeah.
on down, have some beers, some food, have a chat. It's going to be a good time. And I think the first 100 people there get free backbone
They do?
t-shirts.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Reason enough, man. Reason enough.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be good.
Suiting up and stuff, you know?
Put on heaps of aftershave too.
Aftershave?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a little bit of that.
Yeah,
I can,
that's good.
Chuck some on.
Really get perfumed up there.
Yeah.
Pugsy. Spare keysy.
Thanks, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, nice to have your company this Wednesday night, hump day. Now, Mogey, I just want to ask permission from you for something. I took a picture of your doodles that you did in the studio.
doodle?
Yeah, no, your doodles that you were doing in
Oh.
Studio B. You okay if I post those on Instagram?
Yeah.
You're comfortable with
A
that?
doodle of a doodle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike spent the day when we were doing the podcast today doing penis drawings, Pugs. I don't know if
Nice.
you...
Well, Peter's drawing.
wow, yeah.
There was only one.
It was a nice one.
It
Yeah.
was. And then it took great delight in sort of showing them to everyone.
Well, just you.
I was thinking about maybe, posting it on Insta.
Yeah.
You're okay with that?
Oh, 100%.
And is it okay if I use your name as
Oh,
well?
please.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that then.
It was a sketch. It was a life drawing of Hoity J's mangled piece.
Foreskin or
A
something,
life
yeah.
drawing? I think not, mate. You know, I'm happy to flop it out on the pad right now for you to get the outline and get it properly done, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
More than willing, mate. Yeah, no, keen as. Keen as.
All right, we'll do that
Yeah,
next. I'll
yeah.
do that. We'll go to a tune.
The Hodaki Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Pearl Jam there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. But right now it's time for your favourite segment, What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue. I've just realised you don't have pitch, Speakeasy.
What do you mean by that?
Can you sing?
Not really.
Yeah, no, I just picked that up with your hum there.
Thanks.
Mogey,
Cheers.
What did I watch last night, man? Oh, not much. I just did some work because the missus was out, you see.
Yes.
She was out. She went to a trivia night.
oh, that's right, yeah.
She went to a trivia. Do you want to hear how it went?
Sure.
So last time they came last. My wife wasn't a part of the team, but they came last. So this time they called their name second to last. They called their team second to last because if you came second to last, you got a $30 bar tab.
Yes.
And they came second to last.
Oh.
Nice.
And they thought they were going to win. They thought they were caning it. They thought they were kicking ass. But they weren't. They were dumb. And
Were
they
they
came second to last.
Did you have a team of Durbrains?
Oh, there's only 4 Durbrains in the team.
Right.
But it sounded like a good time. I'd quite like to do a quiz. I've never done a quiz,
No,
really.
no, I
I've
hate
done a
them.
couple of them.
I've MC'd a few.
I
Yeah,
think
well,
they're
that's
good fun.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a good time.
Nah, I'm not into them. Hate
Okay,
them.
well, you can stay home.
Oh, I mean,
No surprise to anyone.
Mike and I'll go
come
out with the
you.
Durbrains.
Yeah.
It'll be, yeah.
Well,
I mean, obviously, getting steamed would be good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
The quiz is
that
on,
part,
but
yeah.
getting steamed. So we don't have to do the quiz if you don't want. We can just get steamed.
Oh, yeah, I do
And
that.
obviously, I don't want to go to a pub. We'll just stay home.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do that.
Yeah, all right,
I'll
then.
be into
well,
that.
that'll be a good quiz.
Well, funnily enough...
what have you been up to? Has it been a busy day?
It's been a busy day, darling. Speaking of which, I didn't really watch anything last night, not with any great sort of focus, because I was having deep and meaningfuls with my wife.
Oh, were you?
Just chatting about stuff and...
Don't often do that, do you?
No,
I quite enjoy it. I enjoy it when it happens. Not a lot. It doesn't
Not a
happen
lot,
a lot.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't need to because you pretty much said all there is to say.
Pretty much,
When you've
yeah.
had a bit of stuff backing up in your life, you think, probably have a yarn about that.
Yeah. So we just sort of chatted through the night, which was, quite pleasant. I had a few things I wanted sorted out. And,
get it done.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you want
it
the
was
kitchen cleaned up.
Wow.
Just sort of staying on top of
I
that
don't
a
want to
little
get
bit
into the
more.
details there, Mogey, but
You're
yeah.
saying off here that she really has not been keeping up her end of the bargain.
What? Was I?
In
Yeah,
terms
yeah.
of keeping the house clean and that, which I thought, it's probably fair enough, actually. It's weird, isn't it? Because you were saying off here that you think it's rubbish that you can't bag a woman for being unclean in the house because it makes it seem like it's sexist.
I was saying that off air, was I?
Yeah, it was a bit far left from you, to be fair.
The only, good side of what you've just said is I know she won't be listening at this point,
Oh,
so
yeah, sure,
we're
sure,
safe
sure.
as houses there.
Yeah,
Parts
yeah.
of Love Island for you, was it?
It actually was.
Uh,
I was pretty tired last night, so I got
Still
home.
got
watched
through it.
one episode of Love Island straight
that
to
just-
bed.
is
Really?
that- is
Didn't
that-
have it in me for Succession.
Is that just people shagging on an island?
Nah, it's people like trying to establish real connections somewhere where they kind of cannot.
But you can win, right?
Yeah, at the end of
You
it,
win money?
if you are voted by the public as the number one couple by the end, you win 50 grand. I think it's 50 grand.
And
yeah.
are they all hot?
They're all pretty hot, yeah. There's
Why
maybe
don't
one
they
or
have-
two that aren't really my
Cup of
sort
tea.
of thing, but yeah,
So
they're all
it's just
pretty
a
hot.
perv fest for you.
Massive perv fest.
Yeah, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey,
want a bit of in excess?
Oh.
King.
Is it?
Yeah? Let's do it.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed, Harvey Danger there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. Now, coming up very soon is the Radio Hodaki A Day in Lieu. June 26, I believe, fellas.
If I can correct you there, Jase, it's June 28th.
Oh, 28.
That's a
from memory.
Wednesday.
I didn't have my glasses
Yeah.
on. That'll
Not
be
next
why.
Wednesday, the Wednesday after.
We're raising...
Not today.
No, not today.
Not
That's all
today.
that matters. We're raising money for bowel cancer.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's going to be involving the whole Hodaki team, your Prebs, your Angelinas, your Jerrys, your Maddies, your Hoity Jays, your Minogies, your Keezies. And that's going to be running from 6 a.m. in the morning till 6 p.m. at night, Mogey.
6 a.m. in the morning, is
Yes,
it?
6 a.m.
Do you like it when
starts-
people say that? 6 a.m. in the morning?
Oh, I see your point, yeah.
Or 6 a.m.
6 a.m. to 6
p.m.
p.m.
Yeah. I fire up when people say that, man. I start to deducing people when they say 6 a.m. in the morning.
Both.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But it's going to be a good bloody time, mate.
I understand, and I only found this out because I was listening to Angie's show there, that we are sitting on toilets.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Thrones.
Sitting on toilets up there, supplied to us by a plumbing store.
Yes.
Hey, that'll be funny.
I might try and hock one of those at the end of it, actually.
Well, I think one of them might be Keezy's one, a spare one from a few months ago. Do you remember that? When he was trying to sell that one on trade.
And then replaced it with the turbo
It was, yeah.
And part of the purpose of doing this day in lieu is raising money for bowel cancer. And on that note, if you want to make an instant $3 donation, all you need to do is text 3493.
Yeah.
And that is a $3 donation.
Text the word Lou, L-O-O, and that'll
Yes.
make that donation. Alternatively, there is a website. We've set up a real fancy website for it as well, with all the details about who we're doing it for and why. dayandlou.co.nz for that one.
Yeah, great stuff. So get involved. Make sure you come along. Maybe have a beersy or two. Not obviously at 6 a.m.
Not at 6 a.m. You
Oh,
could.
What about 6 a.m.
Is
in
it
the
going to be
morning?
actually open to the public? It is at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You gotta
it'll
keen.
be open.
You got to be keen.
Yeah.
They do breakfasts and
Oh,
stuff.
do they?
At the Empire Tavern.
Yeah, at the Empire Tavern there. So come along, make your donation, get involved. It'll be great. Beautiful.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Well, we've got over Hump Day, which is great. Now, listen, if you are at Fieldays tomorrow, come in and you see us there, come and say good day.
Yeah.
We'd love to see you. Also, remember, we're going to be at Good George and Frankton tomorrow as well, so come along, watch the live show, have a few beersies, maybe some wedges and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Get some pics, get some Backbone T-shirts up here. It's
Hell
going to be
yeah.
a good time. Obviously, big day tomorrow, Mogey. Early night for you, I'm picking.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I'll have to be up at 6 tomorrow
Why is that?
because I've got a kid and she wakes up at 6.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. I wake up at 6 anyway,
Oh,
annoyingly.
sure you do.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter, who's the builder, she gets up at 6 to go to work.
That late?
Yeah, that late.
Wow.
And then she always makes a coffee, and I can hear the grinder. It always wakes me
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah,
She doesn't
yeah.
grind it the night before.
No.
Oh, that'd be thoughtful.
Yeah, exactly. What are you up to, Pugs?
I'll probably get an early night tonight. Maybe
Because
only
you're nervous about tomorrow, eh?
a little bit. Not
Have you
so
seen
much.
Pugsy tomorrow? Just come and give him a bit of a cuddle, try and down trowel him,
Yeah,
cheer him up.
I'll be right into that. But I feel a little bit better now that you've given me some advice for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just excited, and it is an earlier morning for me usually tomorrow. So yeah, early night, maybe one episode of Love Island,
Yes.
just the one.
Good on you, mate. I might turn the telly off tonight and just chat with my family.
Oh,
Nah, probably watch telly, to be honest. It's way less stressful. Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure having your company this Wednesday evening. You take care out there. Come and say good day tomorrow. Until then, see you later.